2026 is actually quite a confusing year to a property buyer in Singapore. HDB resale prices have softened for 2 quarters. The 15-month wait-out period for private homeowners buying non-subsidized HDB resale has been removed. But over on the private side, CCR non-landed prices actually rose 1.8% last quarter. So depending on who you listen to, one person will tell you market slowing, wait first. Another will tell you prime property is moving, better buy now. Then Amberwood at Holland comes along.
District 10, 1 kilometer to MGS, future King Albert Park interchange, just 212 units, and one phrase that you're gonna hear a lot.
First mover advantage. First mover can mean opportunity. It can also mean you are the first one paying for a future that isn't completely here yet.
So today, we're gonna find out which one Amberwood is.
Welcome back to another episode of Buy or Buy. We are Mr. and Mrs. Real Estate.
And before you book a show gallery viewing slot, let's explore if the property deserves your time
And your money.
We're not here to convince you to buy or not to buy. What we advocate here is simple. Make a better financial decision by having a clearer goal for the property you own. And even when a project is good,
it doesn't mean it's good for your family. If you find this video valuable, we would love it if you subscribe to this channel. We post new real estate content every week. Here's Amberwood without all the fluff. It's a 99 years leasehold development by Simlian at Holland Plain, sitting on roughly 183,700 square feet of land, 11 low-rise blocks, 4 to 6 stories, 212 homes. And this next part immediately tells you who this project is for. There are 0 one-bedders and 0 two-bedders, 74 three-bedders, 74 four-bedders, and 64 five-bedders. So this isn't really a shoebox investor project, it's a family project. And you have got roughly 1 residential car park lot per home, an on-site childcare center, a 50-meter lap pool, family lawn, kids facilities, and some rather unusual wellness facilities which we will come back to later.
now comes one of the most interesting parts of Amberwood, the land. Simlian won the Holland Plain site at around $1,432 per square feet per plot ratio, and the winning bid was around 22% above the next bidder.
22% higher. Wow, developer has so much confidence. Must know something.
That's one way of looking at it.
The other?
They may be a little bit more aggressive than everyone else.
Ooh.
The developer doesn't know everyone else's bid when they submitted theirs. So a large winning margin tells us there's a very wide difference in how developers value the land. And that's why I don't want us using the land bid as a proof that the buyers will make money. The developers buying land is one decision, whereas buying a unit later at a certain price is another decision. And then something interesting happened. Simlian went on to secure a neighbouring Holland Plain site as the sole bidder at roughly 1,491 PSF PPR. That's about 4% higher. So the same developer is clearly committed to this location. But here's the part that you should also think about. When you eventually want to sell Amberwood, the next newer development can also be your competitor. So please don't call the next land parcel price protection. It's more like how the developer is positioning this location. Amberwood is being marketed as an early entry opportunity in the new Holland Plain neighbourhood. And that part is true. You're early. URA's plan describes a future Holland Plain neighbourhood with roughly 2,500 homes, parks, recreation areas, and better access towards King Albert Park. But there's a distinction I think buyers need to understand. There's a project scarcity and there's a market scarcity.
Amberwood itself can genuinely be scarce. Only 212 units.
But Singapore as a whole is not suddenly running out of private housing. URA is actually maintaining a high GLS supply. The 2026 confirmed list totals of 9,320 private housing units and around 60,600 private residential units, including ECs, that are going to be expected to complete in the coming years.
So, when you hear scarcity, always ask scarcity of what? Because that changes the investment argument completely.
By the way, if you like our property reviews where we will tell you the uncomfortable part as well as the nice part, subscribe to our channel.
Because sometimes our answer will be buy,
Sometimes buy,
and sometimes don't rush, we need the price first.
which may be actually today's answer.
Let's forget investment for a moment. Who was this project actually designed for? The unit mix gives away the answer. No one bedder, no two bedder. 35% 3 bedder, 35% 4 bedder, and 30% 5 bedder. And there's an early childhood development center built into the project. Then you have got MGS within 1 kilometer according to the project's one map data. So I see at least 3 very natural buyer groups here. 1. School-going families. 2. District 10 or Bukit Timah families wanting a newer home. 3. Landed or large condo right sizes. That third group is especially interesting now. A landed house owner whose children have moved out may not necessarily want to move from a 4,000 square feet to a 700 square feet condo. They may still want 1,300, 1,500 square feet, enough room to feel comfortable, maybe a private lift, good privacy, proper living and dining space. And actually, this group of buyers can be quite different from the typical downsizer. Many of them have already done their fair shares of property investment over the years. Their home may already have appreciated substantially. Their finances may be more comfortable, and they may not necessarily need to downsize just to cash out. Sometimes the decision is much simpler. The children have grown up. The house feels too big. There are too many rooms to maintain, too much cleaning, too much gardening, too many things to take care of. So they are really looking for a cozier, easier home. Something that will still feel spacious, still feel premium, still gives them privacy, but without the responsibility of maintaining a large landed property. And I think this is where a project like Amberwood can become quite relevant. You still have the District 10 environment, you are still surrounded by greeneries and a low-density neighborhood, but now you can come home, lock the door, travel for 2 weeks, and you don't have to worry about the garden, the roof, and the gate, or whether something in the house needs fixing. For this buyer, downsizing isn't really about taking money off the table. And the recent removal of the HDB wait-out period has also reopened the broader right-sizing conversation for many private homeowners. Different families will choose differently. That's why we shouldn't be telling everybody the same property answer.
Now, this is where our analysis can go further than some earlier Amberwood videos online. The 3-bedroom range is actually quite interesting. The entry 3-bedroom is 872 square feet, fairly conventional 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom configuration. Household shelter, only 8 of these. My question won't be, is 872 square feet good or bad? My question is, how much cheaper will this be than the next layout? C2P is only slightly larger than 893 square feet. So unless the internal planning or stack is materially better, this becomes a pricing comparison. C3F jumps to 958 square feet and gives you the flexi area. This is the one I'll pay attention to for a family. Work from home, small study, baby area, homework corner, maybe a space for your dad or mom when they stay over. Important though, don't value the word flexi. Value what your family will actually do with the space. And the C4S gives you a defined study at 980 square feet. Personally, if I have 2 school-going children and 1 parent regularly working from home, I'll probably inspect C3F and C4S before jumping straight to a 4-bedroom, but only after we know the price.
Exactly. A better layout at a crazy premium isn't good optimization.
Amberwood becomes more distinctive when you get into larger homes.
You start seeing yachts, store, wet and dry kitchens, kitchen islands, walk-in wardrobe, and eventually private lifts.
4-bedroom sizes ranges from 1070 square feet to 1313 square feet. 5 bedrooms go up from 1324 square feet to 1572 square feet.
And the Luxe units get some meaningful upgrades rather than just a nicer name. Natural marble in living and dining, concealed ducted aircon for living and dining, higher-end kitchen equipment, and selected units get private lifts lobbies.
Block 48, 50 and 52 are 4-story blocks with just 2 units per floor.
Now, that is a real product difference. A private lift and 2 units a floor affects privacy every day. That's more important to me than somebody telling me the lobby uses Scandinavian-inspired color tones.
Nordic.
Nordic? Scandinavian? Water. I just want my neighbor not to know every time my Grab food arrives. If you are looking at Amberwood when the prices come out, don't just message us which tag is best. Tell us your family setup. How many children? Parents staying with you or not? Helper or no helper? Work from home? How many cars? Own stay or investment? What are you moving from?
Then we tell you which 2 or 3 layouts we would shortlist.
And also, which one we wouldn't pay extra for.
Even if the answer is none.
Product-wise, there is quite a lot Amberwood gets right. The ceiling height in the current brief is around 3.18 meters in living, dining and bedrooms.
There's a 50-meter hilltop lap pool, a second lakeside pool, discovery pool, hydro pool, barber pool, thermal bath, outdoor bath.
And then there is something I have rarely seen on a condo facility list.
Red light wellness.
The architect briefing makes quite big wellness claims around this. We are not going into medical claim here. For us, it's simply an unusual amenities. One thing to note, Amberwood at Holland is not a condo where you come downstairs and one Holland Village is next door. This is the quieter Holland Lane, Bukit Timah site. The selling point here is not cafes downstairs, it's greenery, GCB surroundings, school, and low-density living. King Albert Park is already on Downtown Line, and it will become an interchange when the Cross Island Line where CRL Phase 2 opens, currently targeted for 2032. So, future connectivity gets stronger, but I wouldn't call this an MRT doorstep project today. And I would strongly suggest anybody seriously considering the project actually walk the route themselves, not Google Map, not brochure X minute. Walk it, morning, afternoon, with your children if they are going to use it. Because a 7-minute grocery run and a 7-minute walk with a primary 1 child in Singapore weather are not the same 7 minutes.
Here comes the interesting part.
Number 1, you are buying into an area that is still transforming. More Holland Plain plots mean more construction before the finished neighborhood arrives.
Number 2 is not the MRT at your door today.
Number 3, the current project brief indicates only 3 active EV charging lots initially.
Number 4, no shuttle bus.
No 24-hour gym,
No sauna, no steam room.
and the current estimated maintenance fee works out at around 570 per month for 6 shares units and 665 for 7 shares units.
Not crazy for the premium development.
But still money you pay every month whether you swim or not.
So now the biggest question, what's a fair price?
And this is where we are going to disappoint anybody looking for a dramatic prediction.
There are plenty of websites already estimating Amberwood's launch PSF.
But as of this review, Simlian's own official Amberwood page still said launching soon and does not publish an official unit price list. So we are not going to turn somebody else's estimate into developer price.
Once the actual price list is out, we can put 4 things to test. 1. Total quantum. As we know, we have checked all the boxes. Reputable developer, great project with exciting facilities, near school, near transportation, future transformation, etc. But if the entry price is wrong, it will definitely affect your profit. Number 2, internal price ladder. How much more from C1 to C3F, C3F to C4S, standard to premium or to Luxe. Number 3, resale alternative. What can the same 3 or 4 million buy you in established Holland or Bukit Timah today? Number 4, margin of safety. How much of the future MRT, future park, future Holland Plain transformation story is already priced in?
This is where I think a lot of property buyers get into trouble. They ask, will this project appreciate? I prefer asking, at this price, what needs to go right for me to do well? Buyer 1. Family buying for own stay. If you are buying for your family, you genuinely value MGS proximity, greenery, bigger layout, low rising living, and you are comfortable holding through the Holland Plain transformation.
Strong short lease, potential buy, subject to price.
Buyer 2. Landed or large condo right sizes. If you are moving out of landed or an older large condo but still want District 10, decent size, car park, privacy, private lift options, and less maintenance.
Honestly, this may be one of the more natural buyer profiles for Amberwood.
Buyer 3. Investor chasing first mover advantage. If the entire reason you are buying is because somebody told you plot 2 land price higher, so Amberwood sure make money.
Buy, not because Amberwood can't appreciate, because there's not enough of investment thesis.
Buyer 4. MRT first or rental yield first investor. If you need MRT downstairs, immediate matured amenities, or you are hunting primary for a higher rental yield.
I don't think Amberwood is the obvious answer. URA Q2's data shows CCR vacancy at 8.3%, higher than RCR and OCR. So meaning CCR easy rental should never be taken for granted. Probably buy unless the pricing changes the equation.
So Amberwood at Holland, buy or buy?
For us,
Conditional buy?
not a blind buy.
I like the product more than I like the investment slogans around it. First mover equals profit? No. Future land prices guarantee your resale price? No.
And without an official price,
There cannot be a final investment verdict. When the official pricing comes out, we will do something more useful than just posting the cheapest unit.
we will break down which layout give you the value, where the price jump become unreasonable, which stack we will choose.
So, comment Amberwood below and tell us what kind of buyer you are. And if your family is deciding between Amberwood and another project, send us both.
We won't automatically tell you Amberwood.
Sometimes, the best advice we can give a client is don't buy.
Because a good property is not a good buy at every price.
And a good project isn't the right home for every family.
You ask,
We explain.